for them, and I'm going to finish Stipe Miocic. I don't come to win. I come to dominate Stipe Miocic, and that's exactly what I am going to do.
This is a hard fight for both men.
Notice what John Jones said. He's saying, I'm not just coming to win. I'm coming to dominate. I'm coming to make you look bad. I'm coming to hurt you. I'm coming to throw a bad intention, which is very good. And I don't think he needs to stay in connection with Tom Aspinall, because I don't think anything good will come of John Jones fighting Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is a beast. I think maybe one of his former sparring partners had a better chance at taking this fight on with Tom Aspinall than John Jones does, to be honest with you.
John Jones, as we know, technically brilliant in all areas. Doesn't have the heaviest hands, let's be honest, but he uses them very, very well to set up his takedowns. He's great in the clinch. He's got a good gas tank. He'll go 5 rounds with Alexander Gustafsson when he didn't even train, apparently, but that's what they all say. He's very creative, vicious elbows if he gets on top of you. The reality is, though, can he use his wrestling against Stipe Miocic? Stipe is an accredited wrestler. He's a very, very hard man to take down. Daniel Cormier is one of the best wrestlers we've ever seen. Daniel Cormier was not able to take down Stipe Miocic and hold him down for any considerable amount of time. And yes, I know what you're going to say. John Jones took DC down. He did. John Jones took him down, but not for long. They both bumped back up real quick. Anyway, point of what I'm saying is that I don't think John will be able to out-wrestle Stipe quite like he thinks he can.
But here's the thing, right? And I will say this as truthfully as I possibly can. When I lost to John Jones, I did everything in the rematch and in the first fight, and I lost, right? I did everything possible in that rematch to win, and the dude still got me. I gave my absolute best in training, in preparation. I was as sure about myself going into that fight as I've ever been. Stipe Miocic, very, very good. But I couldn't do all the things that I did for those Jones fights. I feel like if I fought Stipe Miocic as prepared as I was in the second fight with Jones, I never would lose to him. I don't feel that way with Jones. I know that I still believe I would win fights, but I do believe that he could win fights. I do feel like if I was prepared to the best of my ability, I would never lose to Stipe. And I really respect Stipe. I just think that the matchup is not good for him. Great fight. I'm excited about it, but I don't know if, when I look at these two, if Miocic gets past Jones.
John's going to do a lot of damage to Stipe on their feet. He's just dynamic. He's going to kick his legs. He's good with the range. He's going to do some things. However, that's also where this whole experiment about can John Jones deal with somebody bigger than him that has the power to knock him out. That's the entire thing. All that this is about, at least for right now. If he's on his feet trading with Stipe and either can't take him down, like Daniel Cormier could not, or elects to not take him down, it does provide opportunity for Stipe, even if Jones is winning. Even if there are 3 minutes in a round and Jones has won 2 minutes and 59 seconds of it, it still is giving that opportunity to Stipe, and I do think those are going to be some punches that John isn't used to. So I do think there's going to be something new to see. A different outcome, that's still John Jones. But something new, something dangerous, yeah, John will tell you that.
Stipe Miocic he's quite the competitor. You know, he has a wrestling background. He's a very strong boxer, and he knows how to win a fight. Mm-hmm. Me and my team, we take him very, very seriously. I would recommend him take some time off from the fire department for a while. He's going to need every ounce of himself to get through this one. And he's not going to get through it, but I'm telling you, he has my undivided attention. I have no side jobs, but to be the greatest champion that's ever lived.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing, though, too, is like I don't want to necessarily say we're looking over Stipe. I just don't see that. I just don't see that punching power in Stipe. I don't see that Francis Ngannou in Stipe that could really put John in danger. I think Stipe is a great fight for John. I think in every area, John Jones just happens to be faster, quicker, stronger. Does Stipe Miocic, does he have the mind power? Does he have the willpower to really understand and be?
It's a big problem. Mm-hmm. Stipe is every bit of 255 pounds right now. He's strong. He's been very quietly working on his own. He's building muscle. He looks very, very healthy. I think he's just taken some time away from maybe the spotlight and a lot of the things I think that plague a lot of guys at the highest level. But he is.
I think Stipe is going to give him a little bit of trouble, possibly even take this fight. It depends where John Jones' head is at. John Jones has had to rise to the occasion so many times in his life. I'm not sure if he can do it one more time. He's been out of the game for a while. It's possible he can. I'm saying more like than he can than he can't. But Stipe is ready for him. Is going to give him trouble either way. I don't know the winner of this fight. I would like to say it would be Stipe, but
He's very quietly working right now. He's not just hanging out.
He's going to have to earn every bit of it.
257-pound Stipe Miocic is a very interesting proposition, and it also preserves the idea that John Jones is going to go in there with somebody bigger. If they get off the scale and Stipe's in the 230s and John's in the 240s, not only have we lost what this whole 2 years of John's life's about, we went the other way. So I think it's a big deal. I think it matters that Stipe's in there big. If we're talking about, hey, this is what you got to do to put John down, he'll have a little bit in his advantage, and I think people are going to be very interested in that match.
I hear Stipe talking about the fact that he weighs more than 250. He weighs more than 250 already. One thing that he doesn't realize is that this is not a weightlifting competition. It's not a competition of who can get bigger than the other guy. Despite what Stipe weighs, he'll never be younger. He'll never be faster. And I can't wait to destroy him.
You know what I like about Stipe coming into this fight is that he had to walk into his valley. He's been in his valley ever since the DC fight, and he's just kind of just walking and figuring himself out, figuring life out. And sometimes you need to go through that as an athlete to really see how bad you want it. And it looks as if like he really wants it bad. So I expect him to come out there and meet the intensity and get ready for the challenge. So I think this is going to be a great fight.
Stipe, with his ability, can match just about anyone, regardless of weight class. He's a big guy, and obviously Jones is who he is, and I think that is one of the issues and one of the things that people don't realize about John Jones is how fierce a victory. It tells me that when you lock these two up, it's going to truly be something special.
You know, nothing against light heavyweights. There's still, I don't think he hit his